What's up, guys? We're here with Sam from Fortlandia, and I'm super excited to be here today. I just wanted to sit down with them and give them a chance to talk about their story and who they are, so that way you guys can know a little bit more about who's in your backyard. I mean, Fort Wayne's an awesome place to be, so yeah, let's dive on in. Start with your story. I mean, where did you guys come from? You know, who are the five friends that you mentioned?
Yeah, so the five friends are Ken Daly, Jerry Glass, Ed Whip, Dan Vors, and myself, Sam Snyder. Dan and I knew each other growing up, and then the rest of the members we met at the MASH Homebrew Club here in town. Pretty cool club. If you guys get a chance to check it out, you should definitely go to a meeting. And we had been brewing and trying each other's stuff for about 6 years or so, and we also hey, you do this style really well, you do this style really well, you do this style really well. So there's a way that we could fill the whole spectrum of beer really well, because we each are passionate about the different styles, and that's kind of where we met. And between us, we have about 40 years of experience brewing beer.
Was it just like a natural thing, like, gosh, you're all so good, we should just make a brewery? Or did it take some time to kind of develop the idea?
It took some time. It took about 2 years.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it, and there had been talks before we were together and about opening a brewery, and you brew really good beer. All our friends were telling us, you brew really good beer. Can you open a brewery so we can come and try your beer? For a long time, I was like, yeah, man, that's like a pipe dream. I don't know. And now it's real.
Yeah.
It's real, and we get to brew the styles that we like. And the way that people who come in benefit is there's 4 people that are brewing different styles of beer, 3 or 4 people brewing different styles of beer.
And what are those specializations? Who does what very well?
So Ken did these two. He did the Munich Helles and the Milk Stout, and he does those pretty well. He does a lot of traditional styles really well. Jerry does a lot of big, bold flavors. So really smoky porters. Our maple bacon coffee porter was Jerry. Barley wine was Jerry. And then we have Dan and I had been brewing together, and we did sours, experimental IPAs like milkshake IPAs, stuff like that. So the Grandma Strawberry Pie was a beer that we had brewed at home, and then we brought it to the big leagues. And Dan's back there brewing right now. He's brewing a West Coast IPA. So,
nice.
Yes.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
So if you want to, we can take a drink. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the first one we're having?
Yeah, so the first one we're having, we'll go left to right. The first one we're having is a Munich Helles. And a Helles is just like a really light, delicate beer, I guess you'd say. You can swish it around, but you're not going to break it. But when we're brewing it, it takes a lot of attention and care to get it into the glass, because we don't have anything, it's a light maltiness, light hops beer, so we don't have anything to hide behind. Yeah. So everything needs to be done right the first time. Yeah. So really good beer. One of my favorites that we have on tap right now. We'll give it a try.
Yeah, no,
Cheers.
Cheers, man. Maybe.
There we go.
It's all right. Cheers without a little spill. Wow.
So you get
you're right, really delicate, very
a little spicy floral hop.
Yeah.
To it. But not overpowering.
Yeah.
So you could pair this with just about any type of food, and it'll be good.
No, I can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's really good.
And the food situation is we don't have a kitchen here.
Yeah.
But people are allowed to bring in whatever food they want.
That's pretty cool.
So if someone's
I hear so many places that's that would be frowned upon. But that's awesome to see.
Yeah, where, Lexi's is right down the street, but you can bring food from home.
Yeah.
Let's say you make really good wood-fired pizza at home. You can bring that in. Or, you could even bring in curry. It might stink up the place, but you can do it. Yeah.
So have all of you been kind of homebrewing for a while, or what's your guys' background in brewing?
Yeah, so Dan had been brewing for 7 years. I've been brewing for about 6. Ken 7 as well, and Jerry I think was brewing for 26 years.
Holy moly!
So yeah, so we have quite a bit. So that'd be 14, 20, 46, close to 50 years
of combined experience. That's
of
awesome.
Combined experience, yeah.
Now you know you're getting a good stuff, and you can see you got 50 years of experience in a building.
Yeah, seriously.
So I guess moving on to the next topic that we discussed. How has Fort Wayne been for you guys? I mean, and what was your process in choosing Fort Wayne? Because I know you guys are all from Fort Wayne, but what was like, all right, we got to do this here. You know, what stands out to you about Fort Wayne?
So our location is very central in Fort Wayne, and we all live in different parts of Fort Wayne, like all over the place. And so central location really made sense for us to all have kind of like a closer to home feel for each of us. And yeah, Fort Wayne, we grew up here. We love it here. Our friends are here. All of our stuff is here. So we want to keep it here, keep it local. And this spot being so central to Fort Wayne, it's like you could get anywhere in 20 minutes in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Which is, compared to big cities, really nice.
Definitely.
To do, yeah.
No,
or
I'm
even
coming
Markle.
from the boonies outside of Fort Wayne, so it's nice being able to get
Markle's
straight
like
shot.
45 minutes.
Yeah. It's not.
But if we were on the north side of town, it'd be
way worse.
It'd be worse. Yeah.
So then the other half of that, how is Fort Wayne, the beer groups, the other organizations in Fort Wayne, how have they been receptive to you guys?
They've been very receptive. They've been very good to us. They've been very kind and helping us out to grow and get things that we need and get people in here. And any advice that we need, there's a few places we know we can go. But yeah, it's been great.
And I hear that Fort Wayne has a very, what's the word I'm looking for? All the breweries are very friendly with each other.
We're very collaborative. We come together and we talk, and I need this grain. Someone will pipe up and say, "Oh, I have it. Just trade me next time." And so we've had a few batches where we needed a very specific type of grain that we can't get in the time that we need it, and someone here in town will have it, and they're willing to part with it because they don't need it just yet. And then the next time we get our grain shipment, we can pay it back.
Pay forward, I guess.
Yeah, pay it forward.
No,
pay it to the next guy.
Yeah.
But and the Northern Indiana Beer Trail has been very huge for everyone getting together because they have meetings and you get to meet all of the other brewery owners. And then we drive people to each other's places with the Beer Trail. And it's making Fort Wayne kind of more of a beer tourist town, whereas before it was everyone left. And went different places.
They went to Grand Rapids, or they went to
exactly. So we want to keep people here, and what's good about that is people don't have to drive 3 hours to get to Grand Rapids, or they don't have to go to Chicago. They don't have to go all over the place.
So you guys advertise yourselves as a nano brewery.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you could, because I didn't know until a very short time ago, but what's kind of the difference between nano breweries, microbreweries, and traditional breweries, if you go into that?
Yeah, so nano brewery is we brew less than 3 barrels at a time. It's all based on size. So you have your macro brewery, micro brewery, nano brewery, and they just get smaller. The definition for microbrewery grows as Sam Adams grows. And so microbreweries, you'd have your traditional Miller Lite, Coors Light, Budweiser, stuff like that. Microbreweries is a lot of other, Sam Adams being one of the bigger ones, but then you have Founders and
Three Floyds.
Like
I think Sun King are the 2 biggest ones here.
Sun King, they're huge. I think they're opening another tap room or 2 down in Indy.
Are they?
I was just like, that's crazy. You guys are all over the place. But then nano brewery we have the smallest batch size currently. And there's one smaller pico brewery, but that's not really a term that most people know. When I looked up 1 barrel systems, it said pico brewery. That's how I know about it.
Yeah.
But nano brewery is one of the smaller ones that a lot of people will know about. And it just refers to our size. We produce less than 3 barrels at a time. We produce less than 2,000 barrels a year. So it's extremely small batch.
How does that go into your production process? So are you are you making staples, or are you swapping stuff out constantly with new stuff?
We're doing a lot of swap outs constantly. There's a few beers that we've brewed so far a few times. They could become staples. Right now we brewed our Publican Pilsner, I think 4 times.
Yeah.
It's been brewed. So we've had that one around for a while, and that one looks to be one of our staples as we go forward.
Yeah.
But we don't have anything where it's like, this is our staple. Like, this is what, we're going to have a Pilsner, IPA, a Stout, and it's like, we don't know what those are just yet.
Gotcha. I'm eager to get to the next one. So yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
So this one is the Udderly Awesome Milk Stout. This is a beer that Ken has been perfecting over years and years.
I don't know about anyone else, but I love coffee, and that smells delicious.
Yeah, you get a lot of coffee. You get like a dark chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
And it has a little bit of creaminess
Mm-hmm.
in it. So it's just super. It's a very enjoyable beer to drink.
Yeah.
For me.
We'll see.
Cheers! Yeah,
There
you
go.
tell me.
No, that's good. That's smooth. Yeah, the milk stout portion just makes it butter smooth going down. So no one has a favorite child, but do you have a favorite beer from Fortlandia that just stuck out to you? Like, wow.
Favorite beer from Fortlandia.
And then maybe you could just give your favorite beer outside of Fortlandia that you've experienced.
Well, from what we currently have on tap, it'd probably be the Grandma Strawberry Pie.
We'll
which we're
get to
gonna
try that.
next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite one on tap right now. Favorite beer, the Orange Dreamsicle was the favorite beer that we've produced that I like.
Yeah.
And it's a milkshake IPA, and it was like 12% alcohol. But it was, you think IPA, you think bitter, but it had lactose, vanilla, orange in it, and it was so smooth. You didn't get a lot of the bitterness, even though it was there because of the lactose kind of cut through it. But it was too easy to drink. It was too easy.
What was the
to
ABV
drink.
on it?
12.
Oh,
12%. And I was just like, this is way too easy to drink. Because we had our original Orange Dreamsicle, which was much lower than that. And then we were like, oh, let's double this. Let's see how high we can go. And we did the double Orange Dreamsicle. It was just magical. Like, it was like, this tastes like a dreamsicle, like eating a dreamsicle. But then at the same time, it's like, man, you gotta slow down. Like, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So as far as starting the business, I mean, was there any real challenges you had to overcome? I mean, what was kind of that process like for you guys?
So the remodel took a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
Took what felt like over a year.
Wow.
But I don't think it was quite that long. But just to get the building up to code and get it ready to go, that took a little bit of time. But that was something that we had to overcome, which any business would really have to overcome. But other than that, the main challenges have just been trying to keep up with production, trying to produce enough beer for people. That's been a main focus.
How's foot traffic been? I mean, people coming in,
It's good. It's been very steady, very consistent.
Nice.
From week to week. It feels like, it's like, okay, we can kind of predict every 2-week period how many people are going to come through, which is kind of crazy and a little creepy.
Marketing can get that way.
Yeah. It's like, okay, that's kind of weird how that works out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we've added a few different fermenters to help us produce more beer.
Mm-hmm. Did you have to scale that from your original projections?
Yeah. So originally we had 10 fermenters, 10 1-barrel fermenters. We still have the 10 1-barrel fermenters, and we've added 5 2-barrel fermenters. Okay. So we'd be doing double brew days every time we fill up one of those. So that's a 10 to 12 hour day, depending on if everything goes smoothly or not.
Now, is that meeting demands pretty well for you, or are you seeing more scaling in the future?
We can see some more scaling in the future. Our original plan was to do this for 2 years, do this smaller location for 2 years, and then scale up to a larger facility after that. And we'll see how things continue to go. We've only been open for 4 months, not even. So it's kind of hard to tell. We're not even a half year into it.
Yeah.
How quickly, but if things consistently go the way that they've been going, I could see opening another location.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And a second location, or like just a larger one that you move all your stuff into?
Don't know yet.
Okay.
Don't know yet. So we could either have 2 locations, or we could have one bigger location.
Yeah.
So time will tell.
Yeah.
Time and money will tell.
It always does.
Yeah.
As far as where you see Fortlandia going,
Yeah.
so maintain smaller footprint for now, with the expectation of growing in the future.
Yep. And then stay kind of true to Fort Wayne, and maybe go to some of the surrounding areas. And as we grow, it'll all come down to what people want.
Mm-hmm.
If people want us to brew more beer, we'll brew more beer. If they say you guys are brewing the right amount, we'll be like, okay, cool, yeah.
It's hard. You go back and forth as a brewery, I would imagine, because on one hand you want to scale and then meet the demands of the people, but some people like nano breweries. They like the close environment.
Yeah, and so we could, it'd be great if we kept this location and then we brewed small batch beer here, and then continue to put out new rotating stuff all the time, and then that way people will they'll be able to come here and get something that they can't get anywhere else.
Yeah, for sure. I think I only have one more. As far as the actual name, Fortlandia, where'd that come from?
That was just a brainstorm session.
Yep.
We came up with probably 100, 150 names. Where we're like, okay, these are all potential names, and we just dwindled it down. And we came up with Fortlandia. A lot of people think Portlandia. And maybe that was in the back of our heads, but that wasn't something where we're like, hey, let's be like Portlandia.
Yeah, because I've never seen the shows. I don't even know anything about it.
Yeah, it's a very quirky show. And I don't know that we're the quirkiest of people.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we really fit into that. What's the word that I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
Genre or something like that.
Yeah, we know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, where you just fit into this little box, and I don't know that we do. I don't know that we're that quirky. We definitely do have some quirks, each one of us.
That probably makes it fun. I mean, 5 friends getting together, I just can't get over that. That's. I'm sure it's a good environment to be in.
Yeah. It's good. It's a really good collaborative effort. Everyone has their own little parts to play. Like Ken and Dan, they've been doing a lot of the brewing. Like Dan's back there now. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of the brewing. Jerry does a lot of Jerry built this bar. Jerry did all the trim here. Jerry put in the lights. Well, he didn't run the lines. We got an electrician to do that, but he did a lot of the building of our location, and he built a lot of our equipment too.
That's awesome.
And then me, I schedule front of house and do the marketing, and a big portion of the marketing. I don't do all of it.
So do you organize beer events and different releases and all kinds of stuff like that?
Yeah, we do it as a collaborative effort.
Gotcha.
Because right now we don't really have any carry out, so we haven't had a whole lot of beer releases where it's a carry out thing. Mm-hmm. It's just when it comes on tap, we'll post it. We'll post it on Untapped, and then that auto syncs to Facebook and our website. So you can always get a pretty accurate idea of what our tap list is by going on one of those 3 places.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Which is really cool. That was, to me, one of the coolest things. It's I can update it on Untapped, and then it'll go to Facebook and our website, and then people just know what we have on tap instead of, people calling in and asking. And,
no, I can tell you from experience, that's our first place to go. Me and my small group of close-knit friends, we go to Untapped. Let's see what they got. So, what are we drinking here? Last one.
Yeah, so this last one is our Grandma's Strawberry Pie. We won a medal for this at the Indiana Brewers Association tournament. It is a fruited sour. It's made with a bunch of strawberries. You probably get 1 serving or 2 servings of fruit just out of a pint of this.
Yeah, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Last time. Wow.
So you get like the acidic tartness to it. It's not super overpowering. It's not going to rip the enamel off your teeth.
No, it's not that sour, but it's
but it's there. It exists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. It's exactly how I remember.
And it gets like a little bit of the rhubarb, in it taste, but there's no rhubarb in it. So we just get that. That's just a natural flavor that comes with the strawberries that we added.
I know what you're talking about. There's kind of almost like an aftertaste of rhubarb, but it's not.
It's like a tartness at the end.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, this one was specifically designed with summer in mind.
Yeah. So
summer's right around the corner, and our sours are gonna be
coming out.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have more sours come out then. Yeah. And then they're perfect to drink on our patio. And just go out and get a few sour beers and sit on the patio and enjoy it. Next day. Yeah. Which with flurries outside, it's hard to imagine.
I know.
It'll be here soon enough.
We just had New Year's. I feel like that was just the thing.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about summer? But no, I get you. It's going to be here before you know it, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Summer traffic. So do you guys see, just last question that came up. As far as foot traffic, I've always been curious. Do breweries see more people coming in the winters when it's kind of colder, or do they see them out and about in summers?
So that's a question I don't know from personal experience. Because we've only been open since August, so we've only seen the fall to the winter. But I've heard two different trains of thoughts from different brewery owners around town. The one train of thought is, yes, people want to go into a bar. Like if they're going to go out, they're going to go to a bar or something like that where they can warm up. And, people aren't going to parks. People aren't going to outdoor concerts. They're going to bars and stuff like that. And the second train of thought that I've heard is people don't go out
in the winter.
Yeah, people don't go out in the winter. They're like, okay, well, I'll have a couple friends over to my house, but I don't want to bother with going out somewhere where it's going to be snowy, cold, and all this stuff. And I think a lot more people could potentially just stay inside. So whether that's true or not, I can't tell you for sure. But
we'll find out.
We'll find out. Yeah, we'll find out.
So I think that about wraps it up for today's conversation. If you want to, go ahead and leave me your thoughts or whatever you want to say at the end here.
Yeah. Come try us out. We have a small batch beer. We brew different beers all the time. So whenever you come in, you can try something new, something delicious, something that we've worked on for years. And check us out on Untapped. Like us on Facebook, Instagram, and you'll see all the happenings, what's going on around here. I appreciate you watching the video.
Yeah, no, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and Colin, thank you very much.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you coming down. Or me coming down. Let me come down.
Yeah, happy to do it. It was good meeting you.